Let's talk about the state of dating. What do you see when you're out there dating? I'll tell you what I see. I see people that are lazy, that have become lazy. They're not dating correctly. People want instant gratification. Obviously, we've all seen that for many years now. But also, they don't want to do a lot of the work. They just want to show up and for the person to love them. That's not how the world works. You have to show up prepared. You have to groom yourself. You have to present yourself correctly. You have to dress right. There's a lot that goes into dating. And these days, we've lost the ability to try. That's all it is trying to impress someone, trying to appeal to the other person, not just showing up and expecting the other person to fall in love with us, which would be great, but in reality, that's not how it works. You have to communicate. You have to be interesting. You have to say interesting things, not just be there and the other person is just going to love you no matter what. And this is what I keep hearing on a daily basis. I want the right person to just fall in love with me. Well, there's a lot that goes into that, right? You not only have to present yourself physically in the right way, but you have to be engaging. You have to be interesting yourself. The other day, a client told me that I want somebody interesting and I want somebody that will stimulate my mind. The whole entire conversation, she was not being interesting with me. There was nothing there. She was not interesting with me. I had to pull words out of her mouth, literally. Physically, literally. It was torture because she would give me one-word answers. She would give me very small responses, very quick, short, everything. And I said, well, I don't see the interesting part in you. Are you interesting? Are you like this on a date? Or is it just for my benefit that you're holding back? Because it either shows me that you're holding back or you're not that interesting. Because I just asked you many questions and you keep giving me the same very short answers. Well, I'm not like this on a date. I'm more engaging and I'm more interesting. Really? Are you? What you show me, and I've said this many times before, what you show a matchmaker, what you present to us is and should be how you are on a date, what you present to the rest of the world and to your potential partners. When we meet with you, we are the conduit to your partner. So what I see is what I'm going to relate to your potential partner. When they ask me, how are they in conversation? Can they hold down a conversation? Is it easy to communicate with them? Are they engaging? Is it back and forth? Can they engage us in a conversation? And what am I supposed to say? Well, I asked all the questions and she was giving me or he was giving me one-word answers. I mean, do you want me to lie and say, yes, she's interesting, she's great, she's stimulating, they? I'm not gonna lie. What you show us is what your partner's gonna wanna know from us. Was she groomed well? Did she present herself right? Did he dress nice? What is he like? You know, it's the first question as a matchmaker that we get, as a coach. What is he like? Tell me about him. And what do you want me to say? She was late to the consultation meeting. She gave me one-word answers. She dressed like she was going hiking. Didn't look presentable. No, you want the opposite. You want us to gush about you. You want your matchmaker to tell them, oh my God, one of the most interesting people I've ever met. We had a great conversation. We talked about this, we talked about that, and he was prepared and he looked good and he was on time. Not the opposite, not the other way around, right? So I've talked about this for years. You can look through all my videos. This is one of the first things I talk about. So what I'm seeing in the dating world lately for the past few years is that people have become lazy to dress up, too lazy to show their potential partner what they want to see. It's this whole attitude of where they're just gonna need to love me for who I am. People will love me for who I am. My partner will appreciate me for who I am. This is who I am, take it or leave it. No, that's not how the world works. Especially in Southern California, you get one chance only. So I completely understand people wanting to be themselves. I completely understand wanting to be authentic and not, dress up and looking like you're going to prom when you don't do that on a daily basis. I understand that, and that's not what we want. But we want you to try a little bit, right? We want you to dress up. We want you to groom yourself. We want you to trim those nose hairs. I can't tell you how many times I meet with potential clients, men, mainly men. Once in a while I've had women with nose hair sticking. Not typically. They're obviously in need of a groom. Shave. If you normally shave. If you have a nice beard, trim it. Keep it neat. Ears. Say men get ears. Hair in the ears. You know what I mean? How do you not do that? How do you not look at yourself in the mirror before you leave? Women, other things. If you color your hair, make sure you continue coloring your hair to meet with me. Don't just show up with gray all over your hair. If you're not coloring your hair and that's part of your look, great. But you also need to have other things, an amazing personality, other things that people will notice about you. Not just that, you don't color your hair anymore, which is the look, and it's all good and fine. My point is, laziness is what's killing relationships now. Not to mention that we have no attention span, like I said. So people keep saying, well, if it's not perfect, if this person is not perfect, the next one, let's go to the next one. Let's see what the next one is like. And the next one turns into a year and 2 years and 3 and 5, and you're still single. Okay, so we're all constantly looking for that greener grass, the greener pastures, the better thing, the better relationship, the better person. It does not exist. I'm not saying settle. I'm not saying settle down, but I am saying you have to give people a chance. Look at yourself. Look at what you're presenting to others, what you're bringing to the table, and give people a chance. You can't keep going next. A lot of people I've had over the years, that's what they want. Well, it wasn't right for me. Let's see who else you have. Okay, let's talk about it. What wasn't right for you? The same goes for online dating. It's very easy to do this, swipe. And in conclusion, I think we can all learn to be better and to do better. And if you're frustrated with what you're seeing online, think about what you're putting out there too, right? Because we all feed off of each other. If we're seeing crap in online dating, it's because we're all putting crap on there. So it just takes one person to change that dynamic, and hopefully it will catch on. Unfortunately, I feel like we're in a situation where most people are just looking for that better thing, next kind of a mentality. They're not giving people a chance. I'm hoping that by watching these videos and seeing what it's like from a matchmaker's perspective, for someone who is in the relationship industry, to change things up a little bit. Change the way you see things, change the way you communicate with people, change what you're putting out there, because what you put out there will come back to you. We all know that, right? It's been proven. So let's be a little bit better and not so lazy about what we put into this process, because you're not going to get anything back if you're being lazy about it. If you're just putting random crap and spending 5 minutes on your profile or meeting with a matchmaker, same thing. I can't do all the work for you. Some of it you have to do. You have to show up on time. You have to show up presenting yourself in the right way. You have to wash your hair. You have to cut the nose, ears, hair. You have to groom yourself. I mean, someone told me the other day, well, I shower every other day. One, I don't need to know that. Every other day, I don't know. I think that's kind of gross. But someone else told me, well, I'll just slap on some deodorant and antiperspirant and I'll be fine to go on a date after work. No, you won't. Go home, take a shower, change your clothes. That's just gross. People have become gross. Well, how about you just set me up on a hiking date? That way I can show up the way I normally am, which is looking like I just, I sleep in my car like I'm homeless, unhoused. I know, can't say homeless anymore. I'm not saying anything negative about homeless people and their situation. That's a whole other conversation. But don't show up to a date looking that you sleep in your car or you just rolled out of bed. All right? Can we at least agree on that? Thank you for listening. And hopefully something resonated. Until next time.